संतोषयता सन्तौ श्रीलरूप सनातनौ दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्यत पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः. So day by day, here their situation becoming more and more worst. Ahara nidra bhayamaituram cha samanyametat pasubirniranam. Eating, sleeping, defending. Defending is a basic necessity of the life. So if you don't try to defend and try to exist in this prakriti, then you will be out actually. You should, like you see, monkeys, dogs, cats, every animal is having the nature of defending. All the time they alert. And being human beings, and if we don't know how to defend ourselves, so say, protecting our own body, which is very rarely available. Durlabham manusha janma. Human life is not a easily available thing. It should not. We should not lose this human life very easily. So you should try to protect the human life and practice bhakti. So protection is necessary actually. It's not that because of our less intelligence and less carelessness, because of our carelessness, if we lose our body, then who is responsible actually? You are only the responsible. So protection is a basically integral part of our day-to-day life. And we have no actually time we give for our health and for our internally we are not fit, and also physically we are not fit, so because we don't give time actually. We know only just some stereotype, so routine, but some things are very very important for basic actually. Proper food, healthy, so various defending techniques also one should learn to protect this body. Like you take the immunity, for the immunity will be taking main soldier is this soldier is also his goal is now to how to fight actually. He's trying to go for martial arts. Yes, soldier, you're ready? Yes. My soldier is always ready. No. He's all rounder actually. He's he's manifesting all the qualities what are required. What you are? Tell me. Huh? Come. What you are? You are Brahmana or Kshatriya? Huh? Both. That is whatever is needed, he will manifest that. His whatever required for the service of Lord, he will be manifesting that. Key. Okay. So our online students, they are just waiting what is happening in the on-site. They are all laughing because one side only they are hearing from me. And you people are all playing jokes. They are not hearing your jokes. That's why they don't get any connection. So okay. Yesterday we were discussing 121st anuccheda and various so qualities, equalities of the glories, otherwise you can say. So glories of bhakti we were discussing. So what we discussed first and foremost, what is that? Anyone remember? So various glories. Paramadharmatvam, it is supreme dharma. This and also sarvakama pradatvam. it bestows all desires. So these two, Paramadharmatvam, Sarvakama Pradatvam. These two things are clearly establishing that bhakti is only required and no need of focusing on any other things, because it is the Paramadharma, it is ultimate dharma, and it is also whatever you want it will give. So then what is the need to go for any other things? Is there any need to go for any other things? No need. So where it is said bhakti is only the ultimate dharma, it is said in the 6.3.22. Etavaneva lokesmin. So parah dharma. So there it comes. And bhakti sarva kama pradatvam. So bhakti bestows all the desires. It's said in the akama sarva kama. So and also sarva asamapi siddhina. This way we discussed the two glories of the bhakti. Next, the third one we discussed. What is that? That is asubhagnatvam, destroys inauspiciousness. It destroys inauspiciousness. So that reference is sadrichino hyam loka pantha kshemo akuto bhaya. This is okay. Next, fourth quality we were discussing, that is sarvantaraya nivarakatvam. Bhakti destroys all the kinds of the obstacles in the path of practicing that. So what is that sloka? This is also done. Tathanate. So yeah. Sarvantaraya nivarakatvam ahuhu. So this is the thing. You can open your Moola and also Bhanu Maharaj translation, or otherwise Babaji's, anyway, anything you take and try to follow. Okay. Acha, PDF. Where, Prabhu, that is? Where you sent? I want PD, this file also. Acha, acha. So I sent the proper corrected file of Bhanu Maharaj translation, so you people can receive this. Okay. So in the Bhakti Sandrabha module 1 group, in that group I sent. Okay, next. Tatha na te madhava tavaka kvachit brashyanti marga tvai baddha sauhrada त्वय्याभिगुप्त्वा विचरन्ति निर्भया विनायकानीकपदमूर्ध्वसुप्रभो तथा न ते माधवा, हे माधवा. So tavakaha kvachit na brashyanti. Your people will never fall down. So from your path, margat, from the path of devotion, your people, means devotees, will never fall down. So Tvayi Baddha Sahurdaha, those who have attached, those who attach to you. So Tvaya Abhiguptaha, that means they are all protected by you. Vicharanti Nirbhaya, so fearlessly they roam around. Vinayakanika Pad Vinayakanika Nika, what is it? Nikapa Murdhasu Prabhu. So they are So Vinayaka Nikapa Murdhasu. So they are putting the step on the Vinayaka Nipa means to the on the leader of these obstacles. So leader of the obstacles on his head, they put uh, their step and they easily roam around. Nirbhaya vicharanti. So here the point is no obstacles. That means even the easily they can murdha. So they are roaming around on the heads of uh, the leader of Vignas. That means they are not fear of any kinds of the obstacles. So they are always fearless. Devotees are always fearless and always protected by the Lord. Then why that devotees are killed? Why the devotees are killed in Bangladesh? What is happening then? Lord is not protecting. So then why the devotees are so having so many problems in Bangladesh? And why we are all hiding when Corona came? Mike, whatever you want to say that you say in the mic.
I have experience in 2018. I got an accident. So after Nishingu prayer, after complete Nishingu prayer, then accident happened. My leg is gone.
See, he prayed complete Nirsingh Arati and he's going on a bike and still he got the accident. But he didn't live his life. Only the little accident he escaped. See, this is the benefit. If you couldn't, if you didn't do that, you couldn't have done the nursing prayer, then maybe your leg and heart both will be cut down. But only, only little thing is just missing. Actually, see, Lord's mercy, it's not that the grossly only manifesting all the time. It is not the thing actually. And definitely Lord's mercy is there all the time on the devotees. And also he's having the very concrete plan. By seeing this kind of incidents in the life, that means sometimes in the devotional life, you might be seeing the great tragedies in the case of the devotees. And by seeing those tragedies and why it is happening to the devotees, maybe Lord is not protecting. So whether we have to so really believe him or not. So that is actually not a really a Uttamadhikari style. That's really a proper faith actually. In the devotional path, actually, Shraddha is the Adav Shraddha. Shraddha is the very most foremost important thing. And devotee should have the very concrete Shraddha. Shraddha is very important, and that even a slight you should not think actually. So yesterday also they said, actually in the Sunday, actually in the Bhagavatam class, Sunday Bhagavatam class for the Banaras devotees, I was just saying the same point actually. In the case of Pandavas, if you see, they got through so many troubles in their life compared to Duryodhan. So Duryodhan from the day one, so from his birth to till end, his death, so he was always with the royal facilities. But if you go see Pandavas, so after the education immediately, so they were put into the Laksha Gruha, then they came to know there is a danger, so immediately they escaped from there, and all the time, many years they roam around in the villages. They became beggars. They wear the dress of Brahmanas and became beggars and begging. Being a Kshatriya, royal family, belonging to royal family and begging is such a heinous activity at the time. What Lord Krishna is doing? So did they think like that? Pandavas, did they think? So what Lord is doing? So much adharma is happening. Then after that, They came back to the Hastinapura, and then after that they got the, so just this Kandavavana, which is completely full of trees, and it's a jungle, it's a forest is given to them. They did hard work and they made a Indraprastha there, very beautiful kingdom they built. Then after that they cheated and win that game, so gambling game, and they took away that whole kingdom and they were sent for the forest for the 12 years. So this is also once again they are spend whole, that means years and years in the forest, being a royal members, and so not having a proper shelter under the trees, under the small huts they were staying, and several years they spent. Their main youthful life is completely spent in the forest. Then after that also they were not given with anything, and they fought for that, and they lost their children. 5 children are lost. Abhimanyu is also lost, and also 5 Upapandas. Everything is finished. So if you see in the Pandavas' life, so they are all so pure devotees of the Lord, and still they went through the so many problems. So did they get any day whether Lord is really protecting us or not? Did they get any this kind of doubt, any question? Nothing. So this is the thing. Actually, Lord's mercy is not necessarily, it should not necessarily manifest in the gross way. No, actually. So mainly Lord's mercy, it will be manifested in the internally also. How much faith, how much you are becoming close to the Lord. This is the important thing. So that's why external conditional life is not the judge, is not the indicator for the calculating the or the measuring the mercy of the Lord. So many times you'll be seeing the many devotees case, they are all becoming the very poor, and also they are so becoming completely in the materially unsuccessful. Actually, in the case of Srila Prabhupada, if you see his life also, you'll be seeing a lot of that means failure in his life, in his business. And but still he didn't stop his bhakti, and he continued. And I don't say that even that means he spreaded the mission, and that externally how much bhakti you spread, that is also not index. The thing is internally consciousness, how much is purified and how much you became close to the Lord. That means if some Prabhupada got this some failure in some years, in that time, what do you think? That means Prabhupada is failed and Prabhupada is not Krishna consciousness? Or otherwise, can you say that Prabhupada didn't get any mercy? Can you say like that? So that's why external, so the manifestation of the things is not the index for the mercy of the Lord. So even in the case of Bharat Maharaj, he became a deer. So can you say that bhakti he did and ultimately finally he became a deer? Can you say like that? No, you cannot say like that. This is not anyway. We are also going to discuss that point. So the consciousness is changing, and that bhakti is always protecting. Externally, anyway, what this conditions, this material condition of life will be there for the few. Every time in this due course of the time, there's so many demons are coming and torturing and going. It is always going and coming in, but internally Krishna consciousness should not be disturbed at any cost of the time. Maybe we will be discussing now so much topic of the this fighting, that fighting. So ultimately your Krishna consciousness should be always intact, and it should be you should not be doing any offense while facing this kind of external conditions. You should not do any offense towards the devotees or the Lord or the towards the holy name or the bhakti, and don't undermine the glories of the bhakti. So that's why we should always seriously practice, and also material in the day-to-day life, in the common life, this is needed, actually protecting ourselves. And like taking healthy food is also needed for the good practice of the bhakti. It may not direct cause, but it can help our health, and so that we can practice nicely bhakti same way. So we need to have the protection. So that's the integral part of the life to maintain in this material world. If you want to maintain this body, you need to take the water, you need to take the air, and you need to take the food, and also you need to have the protection. That's a basic principle of the life. And you don't tie up that with the mercy of the Lord. No, actually. So sometimes Lord make you Externally, that means sometimes devotees may get food and may not get. So it doesn't mean that the Lord is not having the mercy on you. So this can be, it's common. Actually, it is a bodily need. Protection is a bodily need that is obvious, is needed, and definitely Lord will be giving. And even if he sometimes is not giving means, that is also his mercy only actually. But being a leader of the society, being a leader of your community, you should protect your people so that other Vaishnavas, all your members and your followers can do bhakti nicely. And being a Vaishnava, so if some Vaishnava is get offended, and you should be aggressive actually. You should not be simply sitting quiet, and it is not a index of the devotion actually. So really, if you are having the index, then you have to take the revenge actually. This is very important actually. If you don't take revenge, then you are not a Vaishnava. This is Shastra's saying actually. In the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, you'll be seeing, and many places actually. Vaishnava means it's not a non-violence actually. So Vaishnava means just to keep quiet. Actually, Prabhupada message you have seen already. So that's why, that is all. We should always try to act on the principles of Vaishnavism. That's a very important thing. And okay, whatever it may happen, he's not body, his soul, let him die. What is there? No, actually, being a Vaishnava, what you are doing for that? You should be respond for that. You should be feeling bad, and you should feel bad. Otherwise, there is no Vaishnavism. It is not called as a Vaishnavism. And some living entities are unnecessarily suffering. And paradukka dukhi. Being a Vaishnava, if someone is suffering, if you don't have mercy on them, and irreligious way, unrighteous way, someone is given suffering, then you have to, so definitely, so defend that. You have to refute that. Oppose that. You should oppose that. So here, whoever is doing the bhakti to the Lord, they are nirbhayaha. That means they are really fearless. Tvayabhi guptaha, always protected by the Lord. So they are putting their steps on the heads of these leaders of the often these obstacles, and we fearlessly they are roaming around. So that's why it is not that so now something happened, so immediately leave bhakti and go home. Anyway, if you stay in ISKCON, there is a problem and there may be attack, and now let us go. Then no, actually, devotees are nirbhayaha. Should be there, and you always try to, in the front end, always try to do the service of the Lord, not cowards actually. Pandavas is Arjuna. They are all the examples for the Vaishnavism. Vaishnavism means not that some unrighteous thing is happening and folding hands and sitting. It is not the Vaishnavism actually. Prabhupada clearly saying, Vaishnavism means take the revenge. Revenge means revenge means what kind of revenge actually? So why Vaishnava has to be offended? If some Vaishnava is offended, then you should not take it easily. पूर्वं येन्येरविन्दाक्ष इत्यादिना मुक्तानामपि श्री भगवद अनादरेण परमार्थभ्रंशः उक्तः भक्तानां सा नास्ति इत्याहुः तथेति. So previously we saw Yenyaravindaksha, this sloka. That means Jivan Muktas, they are reaching to the Jivan Mukta stage, Jnanis, but still they are falling from that stage. Because of the reason is what? The reason is Ishmadangraya, Anadruta Ishmadangraya. Since they are offending at the lotus feet of the Lord, this is the reason to fall down actually. In anuccheda number, where did it came? Yenyaravindaksha. So anuccheda number 111. Yenarvindaksha vimukta manina त्वय्यस्तभावाद विशुद्ध बुद्धयः आरुह्य कृच्छ्रेण परं पदं ततः पतन्ति अधः अनादृत युष्मदङ्ग्रयः. Why these Jivan Muktas are falling from the stage? Because when in the Jivan Mukta stage, still they are in the Jivan Mukta stage, that means through the process of Gnana, they are reaching to the Jivan Mukta stage somehow or other by Aruhya, Kruchrena. That means with a lot of endeavor, with a lot of hard pain, they are reaching to that Jivan Mukta stage, but they don't have sufficient bhakti with them. Because of this, there is no influence of the bhakti in them. So sometimes knowingly or unknowingly offenses might be happening by them. And to destroy those offenses, there is no influence of the bhakti in them. So they are falling from that place. That means they in them, whatever the contamination is not completely cleaned, because with bhakti only heart is completely cleaned. Other gnana marga, otherwise atonement karma marga will not clean the heart completely. So in that case, what is happening? Because of incompleteness of the cleaning in the heart, even they are reaching the stage of the Jivan Mukta, and because of doing the offenses knowingly or unknowingly. So because Jnani is going on the way, but he is seeing everywhere Brahman, but some Vaishnava is going in front of him, but he didn't offer any obeisances to him, then it is offense. Offense can happen unknowingly also. And he is in the Brahman platform, but Vaishnava came, but Vaishnava should be respected by everyone. And if Vaishnava is not respected, then it is immediately offense. So then offense is added to his account. And but he doesn't have any bhakti to destroy that. Then what is happening? Then this accumulation is started happening, these offenses, and that will lead to their fall down actually. They will fall down from the liberated stage to down actually. They will become once again the kama, krodha, different, these anarthas is sprouting back. Rajas and tamas, the effects of rajas and tamas, they are sprouting back, and they will become once again mundane, so-called socialist and this and that. And they will lose the Krishna, that's their focus on their, their focus. Okay. This is the case of the Yenyaravinda Yenyaravindakshamimuktamaninaha Tvayasthabhava. And why this sloka is discussed here, that we are going to see now. Mukta namapi si bhagavad anadarena paramartha brahmshah uktaha. They are falling from the Jivan Mukta stage to, they are falling from the stage to the material level. Why? Why the reason? The only one and only reason is Bhagavad Anadhara. Anadhara Yushmadangraya. Anadritya Yushmadangraya. This is the thing is there now in that sloka. So this is the major cause. Why these Jivan Muktas are falling? That is the main reason. Because of the disrespecting the lotus feet of the Lord. Disrespecting may happen unknowingly also. So that's why they are falling. So that means what? Anyone is falling from the path of the liberation. So the reason is disrespecting of the Lord. Bhaktanam sa nasti. But in the case of the devotees, they never disrespect the devotees or the Lord. So that's why there is no fear for them. They never fall down. But in the case of Jnanis, even they reach to the highest stage, they can fall down. There is a good chance to fall down. Good chance is definitely they will fall down actually, because of not having sufficient bhakti. But if they do bhakti sufficiently, like Kapil Bhagwan is saying, then they can reach. But if they are, that means they are practicing Gnana, and also if they do without offense, Jnanis also, if they want to become successful in the Gnana Marga, they should definitely do the bhakti, as said in the 27th chapter. Yesterday, not today, 10th sloka, 9th Satyena Bhavena. What is the sloka number? 9 or 10? So, 3rd canto, 27th chapter. So, 10th sloka. So, these Jnanis, they should do bhakti to become successful in the, because Naishkarmimapyachada bhavavarjitam nasobate gnanamalam niranjanam. So, if they don't do bhakti, there is no achyuta bhava. By simply gnanam, that means Sankhya philosophy, by just analytical study of this and by practicing swadharma, So that means nishkama karma, by these things, by these means, they are following all the sadhanas for the gnana, but there is no bhakti, then they will not get the result from those sadhanas. Without bhakti, no sadhana can give the result, because in every sadhana there will be something defect will be there, and some kind of defect definitely will be there. So when bhakti is done, then only those sadhanas can give the result. So that's why without bhakti, jnanis, if that means maybe some bhakti definitely needed. So some bhakti need with very less amount of bhakti, with a hard struggle with the sadhanas, gnana sadhanas, if they practice, and with the very great struggle, life after life they practice, and they reach to the even jivan mukta stage, definitely they will fall down from there. Because knowingly or unknowingly, there will be definitely anarthas with them, and those anarthas will be definitely attacking back, because they don't have any sufficient bhakti with them. But in the case of the devotees, it's not like that. So they are not disrespecting. Only the reason anyone is falling from the path of self-realization is because disrespecting the Lord. That is the reason. And that is not there in the case of the devotees. Yatha purve arudha parama padatva avasthatopi brashyanti tada tavakaha margat sadhanavasthatah api na brashyanti kimuta mrugyatvat tu ityartaha. Arudha parama padatvam. So this is the thing actually. Aruhya, so kruchrena parampadam. That means they are reaching to the jivan mukta stage, and from there also avasthatah brashyanti. But in the case of devotees, tavakaha margat. But in the case of the devotees, tavakaha, if you see in the sloka, so tavakaha kvachit na kvachit brashyanti. That's why 10 to 23. So there, so it is said that devotees of the Lord are not falling. Devotees are not falling from their path. Their path is devotion. Okay. Even sadhakas also. Even sadhakas also don't fall down. Sadhakas. But in the case of the jnanis, this is in the case of the devotees. But in the case of the jnanis, so they reach to aruhya parampadam. They are reaching to the highest. They reach to highest path, highest stage. That is jivan mukta stage. And they are falling from there also. They are falling from there. But in the case of devotees, even sadhana level also they are not falling. But here they become completely perfect, highest stage. Highest stage they reached, but still they are falling. In the case of jnanis. And why they are falling? The reason is what? Mainly since disrespecting Lord or Lord devotees. So much offense actually. Many these jivas, so much offense they are doing actually by seeing the devotees, by towards the Lord's devotees, holy name. So much offense. Very, my God, it's unimaginable. And what will happen to them? Better to end up their life. Really. So yeah, better to whoever is doing offense towards Lord, let them kill actually, because you cannot change them. No? If you don't kill them, then they will be doing more offense. Yeah, the real mercy towards them means please kill them actually. How to give mercy to them. But before that, you should be in the position of merciful. You should be very strong to give mercy. Huh? Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes. Mother.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, is it audible?
Yes, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, is it audible?
Yes, audible.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, yes.
Prabhuji, you told that to kill those persons who done aparat to Lord and devotees.
Yeah.
But the consciousness will be forwarded to the next life also. They again commit offenses also. Is it solution to kill?
Yeah, it is better, Mataji, because in the Rajadhaniti also says that same thing. So if you some aggressors, Prabhupada also gives aggressors who are coming and stealing his wife or putting fire to the house and this kind of things. Even simple aggressors are asked to, they should be killed. Shastra is saying, then what to? Vaishnavas, if someone is doing Vaishnava Pradha, so Bhakti Rasamsundari said, first kill them actually. And no need to wait for the government and laws and this, that. No, first kill it and finish. This is the said actually in the Bhakti Rasamsundari. And no need to wait for the what will happen, consequences.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
There is one mantra, Hoyesen ebong hoiben jato Mahaprabhurgan. Those who are devotee and will be devotee.
Yeah.
So we should mercy upon all of them.
Yeah, that is a mercy actually. Killing them is a mercy.
But they are still now, they are not devotee, but they will be devotee.
Because in the Vaishnava hands they died, na? So at least they get some mercy actually. So that they will stop the doing more offenses. This because in the hands of Vaishnava they died. So that is a mercy actually. So they will carry forward that mercy to have the good life. This is a mercy actually. Yeah. Yeah, definitely they will get mercy. And this is actually, it's a Shastra saying, it's not my speculation, it is. It is a fundamental, it's a principle actually of the devotion. It's a fundamental principle of the devotion. Any Vaishnava will get offended, yeah, finish it. No need to think. And that killing of Vaishnava is such a horrible thing. And you cannot tolerate actually that. And tolerating is the offense actually. If someone not becoming agitated by that and not feeling the anger, and not, anger is also devotion actually. If you don't get anger on those people, then you are not a devotee actually. Then this is offense towards the Vaishnava. And Prabhupada clearly says Vaishnavism is not the just so-called non-violence is not a Vaishnavism. It's not a correct thing actually. It's a bogus philosophy. Okay. So this is the disrespecting the Lord is the only the cause for the Gyanis falling from the stage. Tada tavakaha marga sadhana avastataha api na brashya. In the case of devotees, even devotees are not falling from the sadhana stage also. They are not falling from the sadhana stage also. So example, kimuta murgyatvatu ityardah. So, and see, actually see, jnanis are falling from the stage because of the disrespecting. Because of the disrespecting, they are falling. Devotees are not doing any offense towards the Lord. So that's why definitely they will not fall down. On top of that, Lord is also protecting. Then what to speak? First of all, main reason to fall down is offending. But offenses is not there. On top of that, they are also always protected by the Lord. Then what to speak? Their condition is always safe. That's why devotion is always safe. But other sadhanas are not safe. Jnana and these which take you in the spiritual path, which lead you to spirituality, those paths are not safe. Okay. Next, Sri Vrutra Gajendra Bharatadinam Sajjanmataha Brahmshepi Bhakti Vasananugati Darshanat. So Vrutrasur, he became demon. Chitraketu became demon. 10 to 33 is saying that N Yarvinda. 10 to 30. 32. Yes. Actually, I got some problem nowadays. I jumbling actually. I'm thinking something in the brain and writing another thing. This is happening. Recently, I want to write 92, I wrote 29. You remember all of you? Same thing. No, it's happening in the long back. It's having my childhood problem. So I think something and I write another thing actually. This kind of maybe something, some little minute error is there in the system. It's uncontrollable error actually because of the so neural system also sometimes it will be like that. We cannot do anything with that. Anyway, if you do bhakti, everything will be managed. Imperfect will become perfect by the devotion. So Gajendra case, Vrutrasura case, Bharat Maharaj case, we are all seeing. Previously they were devotees and they are getting the, so like Indradyumna Maharaj, he became the Gajendra. And Vrutras Chitraketu is a devotee, he became Vrutrasur. Bharata Maharaj, he became the, so deer, so Hiran. So what about this? Can you say by seeing these, by showing these examples, these devotees became the animals, and that means they got not animals, they got the birth of animal birth. So can you say they are all fall down from their stages of sadhana? Can you say? You cannot say by showing their external conditions. Even they are in those animal bodies, are in their lower births, but still their bhakti is continued, and you'll be seeing that next they are all promoted. Even the Bharata Maharaj case, he became next the deer, and deer after that bhakti is continued. He became the Jada and he became successful. In this of the, so Vrutrasri became, and after that Vrutrasra was killed, and he also got liberation. That means he got the dham. And similarly Gajendra, so Indradyumna Maharaj became this Gajendra elephant, and elephant was protected by the Lord, and he also went back to Godhead. So that means externally you might be seeing they are getting the animal body, but they are not falling from their path of their progressive path of devotion. So their progressive path of devotion is continued. Their progression in the path of devotion is continued. It is not stopped. Only thing is externally they are getting the body, but internally their consciousness is elevating only, is raising only. This is the point. But in the case of Jnanis, their consciousness is falling down. Maybe they may get the rich life, or they may rich Brahmana. In the next life, they may become rich Brahmana or a big king. But still, their consciousness is going down. But in the case of devotees, it is not like that. This is the benefit of the devotion. So next, bhakti vasananugati darshanat. So muktaha api prapadyante punah samsara vasanam yadi achintya mahashakto bhagavatyaparadinaha. Muktaha api prapadyante samsara vasanam. Even the liberated people, they will get back their taste for the material objects, their vasana. They will get the desires back, material desires back. Yedi achintya mahashakto bhagavati aparadinaha. So if they do offense towards the Lord, so then immediately these material desires will be waking up. Even in the case of the sadhaka case also, if we do offense, then our material desires will be waking up. Because we are not completely purified. So they will be waking up and becoming more strong. If you do offense, they will become more strong. This. iti tesham tu punaha iti tesham tu punaha samsara vasana. Okay, yadva yena. So that means in this way, liberated people. So ultimately, what we are understanding, if you travel in the path of the bhakti, so there are no obstacles. There are no obstacles for you. You easily, smoothly traveling in the path of devotion. But that is not the case in other sadhana, other paths of the soul liberation, like jnana and others, yoga, so and so. So next, yadva yena nissandehatvadi rupena prakarena yenyera vindaksha ityadi rupa etat padya purvapadyokta bahirmukaha prashyanti tenaiva nissandehatvadi rupena prakarena tavakaha na prashyanti. So if you see, absolutely without any doubt, so yenyera vindaksha and before to this sloka, there is one more sloka. Whatever is there, you can see. In these two slokas, you'll be seeing who is based upon these two slokas. You can say, so I am giving the alternative meaning for the Enyar Vindaksha, actually. There is another, not alternative, Enyar Vindaksha, not alternative meaning for the Enyar Vindaksha, but alternative meaning for the Tatha Nate Madhava Tavakaha, 10 to 33. So for this, there is one more alternative meaning is given, 10 to 33. So 10 to 32 is Yenya Ravindaksha. Okay. 10 to 33 is what? Is the Natatana Tetavakaha. So what is said in this? And also 10 to 31. If you take in these two slokas, it is said that whoever is Bhagavat Vimukaha, whoever is showing aversion towards the Lord, whoever is showing aversion towards the Lord, they will be falling down. And 10 to 33 is saying that whoever is doing devotion to the Lord, they will be protected. Devotees are protected. This is the point. So that means what? They are crossing the great obstacles. So this sloka is saying, these devotees are even stepping on the great obstacles and easily they are so roaming around, easily crossing those. So because they are always protected by the Lord. So this is the thing, discussion we are seeing here. So yena nissandeha rupena prakarena tavakaha na brashyanti tad brahmsha bhavayoho ubayorapi nissandehatvadi rupa prakarena sama. So that means it is clearly is understandable that definitely whoever is doing the offense towards the Lord, definitely they are falling down. Whoever is not doing, that means whoever is not doing devotion means knowingly or unknowingly, definitely offense will happen. And since not doing devotion, even they practice any kind of sadhana, definitely they will be falling down. That means not doing the devotion towards the Lord, not having the bhakti means, so somehow or other offenses definitely will happen. And definitely what will happen? They will be absolutely falling down from that stage. So it's a must actually. And similarly, whoever is doing devotion, there is a bhakti, even some offenses happen that will be destroyed by the bhakti. And on top of that, Lord is protecting his devotees, and always they will be protected. This is the conclusion actually. Not devotees are not protected. Devotees are always protected. It is no doubt in that. No nissandeha. यतः त्वयि बद्धसौहृदाः सौहृदम् अत्र श्रद्धा मार्गाद् इति साधकत्व प्रतीतिरेव. So in this 1 to 33, one more point is baddha sauhridaha. So baddha sauhridaha, tvayi baddha sauhridaha means sauhridam atra shraddha margad iti sadhakatva pratitireva. Baddha sauhridaha means what it means? Who has the shraddha in the Lord. Who has shraddha in the Lord. That means even what it means, Baddha Sauhridaha is indicating the Shraddha, who has Shraddha. It's not that the who has Prema. That means even who started Bhakti, who has developed some Shraddha and started Bhakti, they are also protected. They are also not falling from their path of the devotion, their path of progression. Their progression will not be stopped. That is the point. Baddha Sauhridaha is indicating what? Even Sadhaka devotees also protected by the law. It's not that the only pure devotees are protected. It's like that. No. Tvad baddha sahrudatvadev tvaya ityadi. Tatha uktam tvam sevatam surakritah ityado. Sudhavan nimilyava netre na skalet na pate ityado cha. The two more examples is given. So whoever is so closing their eyes and doing they are following the Lord, but they are closing their eyes and simply blindly following the Lord. Even they are not, even if they close and eyes and run, they will never fall down actually. What it means? You will be also trying on the go to Delhi and some big road, you close eyes and I'm doing bhakti. No vehicle will hit me like that. No. What is the meaning of here closing eyes and going means they are not having so much importance for the rules and regulations of the Shastra. So, but still they are blindly following the devotional service to the Lord and not so much educated and particular about the so-called rules and regulations given in the Shastra for other various things, but still they are protected. That's the point actually. Bhavan Nimilya. Anyway, if you open and see that sloka and translation, then you will understand. So, okay. Next Anuccheda will go to 122. Tata Srimad Bhagavata Bhagavate Navai Mrushaiva Syat Prajadyaksha Madarhanam Bhavad Videshvatitaram Mai Sangrubhitatmanam. I will try to give the material for 154th Anuccheda onwards, because another these 20-25 Anucchedas, I will take you on the flight. And then after that, I will try to give at least 100 or 150 Anucchedas notes. So, because anyway, in the coming months, I will be having some holidays, so I can translate. Now, 110 or 112, I think 114 Anucchedas we give, na? Till 114 we give notes. 114, huh? Yeah, 14 we give. So yes, another just this 14 we give, and these 40 Anucchedas. So you will go in the flight. Then after that, once again we'll walk on the land. Okay. So these 40 Anucchedas, you follow the some material. Okay. So Navai jatu mrushaivasyat prajadyaksha madarhanam bhavad videsh atitaram mai sangrubhita atmanam. What is said this? Anyone can read the translation from BBT? Navai jatum rishaiva syat prajatyaksh. Next anuccheda.
Director of the progeny, the worship of persons such as you who fully concentrate on me in their hearts is never fruitless.
Mai sangrubitaha means sangrihitaha baddha atma yesham. That means whose heart is attached to Krishna. To those, that means who is saying this situation, you should know actually. Scene. In this scene, who is there? Lord Vishnu is there, and in front of him, Kardamuni is there. And Kardamuni did tapasya to please the Lord, so that he can get what is the desire. What desire with that? What desire he did this tapasya? To get a beautiful wife. He wants a beautiful wife so that he can increase the progeny, because his father Brahmaji told to him, my dear child, your service to me is get married and produce more children and expand this universe. So this is my desire. Like that he ordered his father. Then he is following his father and he wants for that a wife. So he did tapasya. So in that tapasya, when Lord appeared, so Lord is saying to Kardamuni, hey Kardamuni, you are so nice. Bhavad videshu atitaram mai sangrubhitatmanam. So navai jatum rushaiva syat prajakshiksha madarahanam. So people like you who offered their heart to me, in their case, so their worship to me will never go into vain. That means their worship to me will never go false. It will not be false. This is the thing he is saying actually. So atra prayaha baddhamanatvam kadachit तद्यानादितः आकृष्यमाणत्वम् अवगम्यते तथापि अनभिभूतत्वम्. 11, 14, 18. बाध्यमानोऽपि मद्भक्तो विषयैः अजितेन्द्रियः प्रायः प्रगल्भया भक्त्या विषयैः नाभिभूयते. Mainly our discussion is whom Lord is protecting. Lord is protecting only the fully dedicated devotees only, or otherwise some devotees who are affected by the sense objects. Sometimes their senses are attracted to the sense objects. So are they protected or not? They are also protected by the Lord. Bhadyamanopi madbhaktah vishayaihi ajitendriyaha. My devotee, but he is not able to control his senses. Sometimes he is becoming the victim of the becoming the victim by the senses. So sense objects, that means he is falling. So he may be getting attraction towards the material objects and is falling from the path of devotion. And but he is having the Shraddha and he is trying to do Madbhaktaha. So in their case also, their bhakti is, they are also protected by the Lord. Protected by the Lord means their bhakti is protected and they will be protected by the Lord, and Lord is taking care of them. Anything happens to them, that is he should take it as a mercy of the Lord and he should go forward. And it's not that the Lord is protecting only like people like Kardamuni, whose heart is completely attached to the Lord. Not only their case, their bhakti only successful And sometimes people who are get affected by the sense objects, their bhakti is not successful. No, in their bhakti, in their case also, Lord is giving the protection. अत्र प्रायः बाध्यमानत्वं कदाचित् कदाचित् तद्ध्यानादितः आकृष्यमाणत्वम् आकृष्यमाणत्वम् अवगम्यते तथापि अनभिभूतत्वं. Still Lord is giving the protection. So he's saying one more place, Vedah dukkhatmakan kaman parityago anishwaraha iti nyayena. Lord himself is telling to Uddhava in the 11th canto 20th chapter. What he's saying? Hey Uddhava, so sometimes in your life, that means not in the case of Uddhava, Uddhava is already pure devotee. So he's through Uddhava, he's telling to us, hey devotees, even sometimes you know that these material desires are very harmful, they are painful. Veda dukkhatmakan kaman, material desires are cause for the miseries. So you know that. But parityage anishwaraha, but somehow or other you are not able to, so leave those. So you are becoming the victim of those material desires. But still he's saying that don't worry. You try to do the strong devotion to me. So he's saying like that. That means he is protecting all his devotees. 10, 20, 27. So Jushaman is Veda dukkhatmakan kaman parityage anishwaraha tato bhajeta mam pritaha shraddhaluhu drudanischaya. So then what we should do? So we should develop this kind of consciousness. Sometimes maybe you may become victim of the sense material desires, but or otherwise you may not fully focused, but still you should not suspect the flow of mercy from the Lord or protection from the Lord. You should not suspect. You should always put full faith on him and do the pritaha. That means mam pritaha. So with the love and devotion, with the full faith, shraddhaluhu, drudanischaya, being determined, always you should try to do the strong bhakti. This is the thing you should develop. It's not that you should not go to the negative thinking. Oh, I am a useless fellow. I am not able to control my senses. I am doing the for last 5 years this sadhana, but still my senses are not controlled. And it's maybe I am not fit for the devotion. Leave bhakti. Oh, I am not fitting person. This is nonsense. Krishna is saying it's nonsense. I am giving protection. Don't worry. I will take care of everything. You do strongly my devotion. You fix your determination in doing devotion. That is your duty. And being a lover of me, become lover of me. And you do strongly devotion. With drudanischaya shraddhalu, put complete faith on me. And do your devotion. I will take care of everything. He is giving the complete protection. Okay. So that's why this is the spirit of the. So this is the thing Krishna is demanding from us in the Uddhava Gita. So this devotional path is completely, it is a safe and protective. It is completely protective actually. There is no loss. Even that means sometimes in the path of devotion, Tyaktva Swadharmam Charanam Bhujam Hare Bhajan Apakwata Pata Tatha Iri. So even if you fall down while doing the devotion, there is no loss. Tatra Kwa Va Abhadra Vabhut Amushya Kim Kovarda Apto Abhajata. What is the problem? What is the problem? Even if you fall down from the bhakti and even you may discontinue bhakti in some point of time, don't worry. There is no loss. Even if you get animal body, no loss. Definitely your bhakti will be continued. So that's why you are all in the fully safe. Kill them. So you are all in full safe stage. Even if you live in between, no problem. Actually, your bhakti will be continued. Ultimately, this is the conclusion. Because you are all there all the time. You should be in the merciful. You should give the mercy. Actually, this is also mercy. Yes. Even whatever they do, that is the mercy only. Actually, whatever they do, that's for mercy only. Even if they kill or they are being killed, both are the mercy. Yeah. So ityadine tatrapi bhagavantam prati nijadhainyadi nivedanadina bhaktehe anuvrittir iti gneyam. So bhagavantam prati nijadainyadi nivedanadina bhaktehe anuvrittir iti gneyam. So you see, even but you should not commit offenses on the strength of the holy name. It's not that the Lord gave excuse to you. That means sometimes you are becoming the victim of your material desires. So he is giving the chance that I will take care, you should do bhakti. But you should not develop that as an attitude, and you should not do the sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. That's not the good actually. So here, Veda Dukkhatmakan Kaman. It is also said here Kaman, not the sinful activities. Lord is giving the sanction for what? Kama. Kama means material desires are different from the sinful activities. Material desires means which are sanctioned by the Veda. For a Grostha maybe, so he is wearing the opulent dresses. He is having some interest for wearing the opulent dresses. But being a devotee, he should not have that kind of so much opulent. But for his ashram, that is allowed. But being a devotee, it is not necessary. So he is developing. He may be thinking he can stay in a simple house, but he's because of some material hankering, he might be desiring the big house, luxurious house. Then this is known as material desire. It is not a sinful desire. No sinful desire. In the case of devotees, sinful desire is completely condemned. Material desire is different from the sinful desire. What is the difference between material desire and sinful desire? Sinful desire, which is against your ashram, dharma, your varna and ashram. And material desire is which is sanctioned to you. This is a difference actually. So one is having the sinful desires, but still what he has to do? Anyway, actually. But he should not live. Apiche suduracharo bhajate mam ananya. In sudurachara also, in his case also, even he is a durachari, if he is a mam bhajate ananya bhak sadureva samantavya. Even durachara is allowed. But allowed means it is his nature, and maybe he is continuing, but he is doing very strong devotion, then he should be considered as sadhureva mantavya. So he should be considered as sadhu because kshipram bhavati dharmatma. But he should not stop bhakti. And he should feel that what I am a heinous fellow. Even so one he is having material desires, and he should also think that Veda Dukkhatmakan Kaman. That means he is always repenting for his material desires, becoming victim of his material desires. That means he is knowing I am not able to control, I want to control, but somehow or other I became victim. So like that he is repenting, and he is taking the shelter of the Lord. So nijadainyadi nivedanadina bhakteheva anuvrittir. In that way, bhakti is continued only. In the case of the devotees, what will happen? Even if they become victim of their material desires, but they will be becoming they are showing their helplessness in front of the Lord, and they are praying back to him, and like that their bhakti is continued. It's not that they did sinful activity, finish out, kick out, no bhakti tomorrow onwards. It's not happening in the case of devotees. In the case of devotees, still bhakti is continued in this way, because this is the beauty of the bhakti. Because they are taking shelter back to him only. From where they are falling from, once again they are going and they are taking shelter there only. But in the case of Jnana Marga, if you do one material desire, Finish. Everything is once again that antakarana is becoming avikriya. That means changeless. So that now if you have one material desire, finish, fat, you will be falling from there to here down. All bones will be broken. And it's very difficult actually in the case of jnanis. And there is no continuation of jnana. If even a small disturbance is there in the heart, then he cannot see Brahman everywhere. It's very difficult in the case of jnanis. If they get material desires, that person is not fitting at all for the practicing jnana. Who can practice jnana? Who got the nirvinnaha? Who got the completely detachment from the material desires. They only allowed to practice the bhakti. That's the basic qualification for the jnana. But in the case of devotees, even you have material desires, still your bhakti is continued. So this is the beauty of the bhakti. Next, 123. Dushtat jiva. So in this way, finally, what we concluded? Lord is always protecting his devotees in the path of devotion. Sarvantaraya nivarakatvam. This is the quality we discussed till now. All the antarayas, obstacles are easily crossed by the devotees in the path of devotion. This is the beauty of the devotion. Okay, next quality is what? Dushta jivari bhaya nivarakatvam. If you practice bhakti, you will not get any fear in the path of devotion. You will not get any fear from any kind of ferocious animals or any demons or rakshasas. You will not get any fear. If really do the devotion, there is no fear. So what is said? Example is Prahlad Maharaj's example. Prahlad Maharaj was tortured by his father in many ways. He was thrown from the hill to down, and he was made to, that means elephants are made to stamp on him, stamping on him, and many ways. So he tried to kill Prahlad Maharaj, but nothing happened to him. Diggajay dandashukendrair abhicharavapatanaih मायाभि सन्निरोधैश्च गरदान भोजनै हिमवायुअग्निसलिलै पर्वताक्रमणैरपि न शशाका यदा हन्तुम् अपापमसुरस्मृतम् चिन्तां दीर्घतमां प्राप्तः तत्कर्तुं नाभ्यपद्यत. So he was made to elephants. So through elephants, he was made to be killed, but nothing happened to him. And also many. And he was given poison, and also many upachara. That means like in the Adharva Upanishad, Adharva Veda, there are a lot of abhichara yogas. That means abhichara kriya. So that's for killing, there are various tantras, mantras are played. They are also played on him. Nothing happened with those. And he was thrown from the top of the hill. And also he was kept in the garta, that means in the ditches. And he was given poison. And without giving food, like that also they tried to kill. By the snakes, and many ways, by the fire, many ways. So Hiranyakashipu tried to kill Prahlad Maharaj, but nothing happened. So Chintam Tat Kartum Na Abhyapadyata. Nothing happened to him. That means no method gave harm to him actually. He was not able to kill. Atra Danta Gajanam Kushala Kulishagni Dushtora Ityadikam Vaishnava Vachana Jatam Anusandeyam. Even if you see in the Vishnu Purana also, Prahlad Maharaj story comes. There also you can see. So the elephants are having this such a teeth. They are like a vajra, that means like diamond, very sharp. So that kind of sharpness is there on their teeth, and but that nothing, they are not able to do anything to him. Even in the Bruhannaradi Purana it is said, Yatra puja paro Vishnu tatra vigno na badate raja cha taskaraschapi vyadascha na santi proktaha pichasha kushmanda graha balagrahastata dakinyo rakshashaschaiva na badhante chutarchakam. So anyone is doing the Vishnu's worship, there will be no obstacles for them. Raja, by the king, by the thieves, by the hunters, and by the bhutas, pretas, and many dakinis, rakshasas, with any, they are nabhadante, nothing. That means they cannot harm a devotee. Okay, 124th, and another 10 minutes I will take. So I will finish 124. शरीरामानसा दिव्या सो वायसे ये च मानुषा भौतिकाश्च कथं क्लेशा बाधेरन् हरि संश्रयस्. So for the like in 124, so we are seeing the, that means dushta jivadi bhaya nivarakatvam. There is no fear. That means any fear out of the ferocious entities is destroyed by the bhakti. This is the main topic actually. So that is continued here. Sarira manasa divya vayase yecha manushaha bhautika sakatam kleshaha baderan hari samshrayas. If someone is taking the shelter of the Hari, so any kind of the problems, any kind of the problems cannot give pain to them. That means mental problems, bodily problems, no problems can give pida, that means pain to the people who are devotees, Hari devotees. Next, Evamupi Uktam Garud, in the Garuda Purana also said, Nacha durvasa sasyapo vajran chapi shachipate hantum samardham purusham hrudiste madhusudane. So whoever is worshipping Madhusudana, so who is in the heart of everyone, so and even Durvasa Muni's curse, or even the Indra's Vajrayuda are able to kill that devotee who is worshipping Vasudeva in his heart. Okay, next 125th, just Atha papagnatve. Actually, these are very small anucchedas. Let's go. Don't worry about the number. We should finish another. We'll reach just for a few lines. We'll see and finish. So atha papagnatve tavad prarabdha papagnatva. Now next is what quality we are going to see. Prarabdha papagnatvam. Bhakti destroys the prarabdha karma. Aprarabdha. Okay, aprarabdha karma. It will kill the prarabdha also, destroy the prarabdha also. Yeah, next one. First, what anucchedas, what qualities of the glories of bhakti we have seen. First one is parama dharmatvam. So once again we'll recall paradharmatvam. This is the supreme dharma. First, this is this quality. Next, English no, sarva kama pradatvam. And next, ashubhagnatvam. Ashubhagnatvam. And next, so what is that? Destroy all obstacles means sarva antaraya vigna. Sarvantaraya nirvarakatvam. Sarvantaraya nivarakatvam. Next, दुष्ट जीव भय निवारक, दुष्ट जीवादि भय निवारकत्व, भय निवारकत्व. नेक्स्ट अप्रारब्ध अप्रारब्ध पाप, अप्रारब्ध पापग्नत्व. So you should remember the examples for each, and also we discussed here sarvantaraya nivarakatva, some many points actually, those also you should remember. Okay, like this we'll see tomorrow. The aprarabdha papagnatvam. Any questions and comments? If not, then you are able to follow, everyone. You are able to follow Leela Govind Prabhu. You are hearing or doing something?
Hearing, Prabhuji.
Okay. Any questions? Okay then. Okay, then we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki.